Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of online play. This video is more cultivated or cropped towards the cons. And I really enjoy online play, but you can see there was a massive crash next to me that we couldn't even see right now. But it's weird because in order to be competitive in online racing, you have to qualify at the top in order to even have a chance of winning these races. And so because I use a controller instead of the wheel, my qualifying times aren't that high. So I don't tend to get like pole position or anything like that. And so on the first turn, you will see this utter chaos where these cars are just crashing into each other. So I have developed, I guess, a terrible technique of staying about a second behind and watching the chaos. Basically, where they just wreck into each other, and then I try to find this groove or this line, but you can see people are still nudging. Oh, see, I barely missed him. My race was almost over right there. Anyway, but I did miss him. But believe me, a lot of times you don't. Another thing is I'm really bad. Oh wow! Luckily they had him in ghost mode right there. You will see somebody just do. Oh wow! He the utter chaos of the first turn and the first lap, and you can look at. Oh wow! That's amazing that they allow that level of ghosting, and I'm not exactly sure when they allow ghosting and when they don't. But I think that's just because they don't want you breaking into each other. So if you hit like maybe possibly the rear of the car, they let you go through. You'll see a few. I do go up a few a few places here because a lot of people went into the pits from damage to their cars. So I took a chance and I didn't even look at my damage yet, but I seem to be doing fine. And you can tell when you can tell when you have a lot of damage because there's another ghost. When you have something called understeer and the turns become really, really difficult to make the turns, and the only way you can make the turns is to slow down or take the turns wide. So it does affect your lap times in the end. In Formula One, you do always want to have two wheels on the turn to make the turns as narrow and wide as possible. Okay, I'm doing fine here so far, but believe me, something's going to happen here, and that's why I clipped this video. Obviously, I'm using this video for a reason. It's just not for giggles. So we are going to see what's going to happen. And you can see I've worked my way up the pack a little bit. I probably would have started this race right towards the back, like at least in 14th place. I'm currently in 6th, or is it P5 or P6? And every time somebody crashes or loses their way, I'll gain a position. But you're going to see how this race ends, and it's not pretty actually. And like I said, this video is more about the cons of online racing. Online gaming is really fun. It's getting better and better, but the world of ranked, I've actually been having more problems with the ranked games than the unranked games. The unranked games, you'll see a lot of different choices, but with the ranked games, they lock you into their world of they're going to choose the track and rules and stuff like that. And I prefer to do the unranked games. I just have a lot more fun with them because sometimes you'll only find like one or two other cars in the unranked games. And so you can actually go on this track where oh, that was a horrible turn right there. You'll go onto this track where it's you and just one or two other people alone, and it's a lot of fun because you can do what you were supposed to do, which is race against somebody. But once you get into these ranked games with like 5 and 10 other people, there is like this massive chaos. And you can see right now, I believe I'm in P5. I'm in editing mode, so the screen's too small. And I would even like to see if I can get a podium, but you are going to see that I'll call him a DB, and you can figure out what DB means. Some DB runs into me and basically ends my race, and you will see it here pretty soon from what I remember. Let's see what happens here. Maybe it's on the next lap. I know for a fact that I do not finish this race, and I didn't want to give it away in advance, but it's a little bit better if I describe to you what's happening and what online gaming is about. But you can see I found this nice little groove, and all I need is like two guys to get off track. I'm in P3. I get to podium on this race, and this is a win-win for me. And I get the points that are involved, the experience points, which ups my rank, and I get better matches. But right now, I'm playing a lot of newbies, and I haven't played this game in a while. I did not buy F1 2019. During the season, it's still going for $60, and I didn't feel like they had enough upgrades for me to move forward with it. They definitely control like the rosters, if you want to put it like that, or you could say the drivers and teams. They control all of that. They do now allow team changes, not team orders, but changing teams on 2019. But it was just almost like a trick to get you to buy 2019. Honestly, I'm not going to buy it for a while. I'm not going to buy it until it goes down to like $20. For me, they still allow 2018 to be played online, and that's good enough for me. Okay, so we are going to see what's going to happen here in just a second, and we'll move on to the next race. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's what I needed, and bam, cuts right in front of me. Now, I end up finishing this race. You guys won't see it, but I end up finishing that race in 11th place. And I was about to get P4 with passing him. And maybe P3, but there was... okay, now we're in Austria. That last one was Australia in Melbourne. And now we're in Austria, and I'm going to show you the chaos and of online racing on the first lap. Okay, nothing special. Average start here. This is the DRS zone, and when I go up into the turn, I bump into him on the side, and you can see these guys go into chaos on the. That's the second major turn. That is not turn 1. That's almost just like turn 2. There's only, I believe, 9 turns in Austria. It's the smallest amount of turns. And look at that. Slide into him. First lap chaos. I'm cool with that because that's just tire to tire. There's no frame damage at all. No wing damage, really. Okay, somebody's pushing me off the track. And now they were going 3 wide. That's insane. You do not go 3 wide. And now you're going to see more chaos. This guy actually went to the right, and he shifts to the left and totally runs me off the road. If you guys go back, he literally was completely wide to the right and